Here we are at question number 10, MAT142, Unit 2 review on probability. You've got a chart to fill in and some probabilities to calculate. So we've got a 6-sided dice with faces labeled 1 through 6. It's going to be rolled one time, and so there are 6 possible outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what the goal here is that we've got different events, A and B, and we want to figure out what their probabilities are. So rolling an odd number. So come over here, we just need to check all of the odd numbers. There's 1 and 3 are odd and 5 are odd. So there are 3 out of 6. So we write the probability simply as 3/6. No need to reduce, just it's going to count it just fine. In fact, if we don't reduce, a lot of times we end up saving ourselves work in the long run too. Then B is rolling a number less than 3. Does 3 count? No, 3 is equal to 3, not less than. So all the numbers less than 3, that's just going to be 2 and 1. And so that's just 2 out of 6. Awesome. So event A or B, remember or is inclusive or. A or B. So this is A is a 1, or the 2 works, or the 3 or the 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this, we don't get 2 of them, we just get 1. 1 would fit, 2 would fit, 3 and 5. So we end up with 4 out of 6 as our fraction that we enter in. And then finally we've got the event A and B, and this is the exclusive AND. It means it has to be in both A and B to be counted. Otherwise it's excluded. So 1 is in both A and B, so we can count that. 2 is only in B, not in A. 3 is in A, but not B. 5 is in A, not B. So this one is just this one number here. So that gives us a 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. See how that works with the probabilities. So now we're asked to compute the probability A plus the probability B minus A and B. Okay, so A is 3/6. We add to that the probability of B, which is 2/6. And then we subtract off A and B, which is the last one, which is 1/6. So 3 plus 2, and see this is the value of not reducing the fractions. Had we reduced the fractions, then we would have had to get common denominators to add these, and we would have had to work it out basically twice. The simplifying once and then unsimplifying to make them common denominators. Probability was actually my graduate major. I was doing actuarial math for insurance, and this is one of the tricks I learned by doing it is just don't reduce the fractions. It'll save you a lot of work. So we have 5 minus 1 is 4. 4/6. That's our answer there. Okay. Do you see a 4/6 here? I sure do. So 4/6, this is equal to the event A or B. And we ran out of room. As you can see, you've got a drop-down list here to be able to see it. I'm going to come over here, get my cursor, so that I can then scroll up a little bit so that all the numbers are going to come off. But let's see. Let's see if I can. I'm going to go all the way up here. So what is the answer? What does that equal to? As we saw, it really is. We saw that it's 4/6, which ended up being A or B. I did the drop-down list. It turned that one blue, but that's not the right answer. This is the right answer here. It's A or B. And how do we know that? Because the 4/6 matches up. Let's see if I can scroll it back down now. See if we match it all up here. Notice that the 4/6 goes with participant A or B. Okay, scroll back up. There we go. 2 answers. Question 10, we're going to stop this one, move on to number 11.